9th. And I am back in my classroom today. Like I mentioned yesterday, my sister is coming to help me today, and she'll be here in like 15-20 minutes. But there are a handful of things that I want to get done before she gets here. I have a bunch of supplies that I need to pull out and show y'all for my haul video. And then I got my space problem fixed on my computer, and that'll be good. So I'm gonna get to work. Howdy y'all, it is the end of the day, and I didn't film anything from this morning's clip to now. We got some things done. We painted, my sister is really awesome and painted the respect letters, and then we worked on spray painting the pencils, and she spray painted the art letters gold, and then we did some paint touch-ups. They're not completely done, and I'm gonna have to paint that wall myself. She helped me paint everything last year, so I was like, whatever you want to do. And so we ended up working on the front of my door, which is almost there. I'll insert a picture here of it almost done. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. I am so glad that we decided to put the art letters over my window, because I needed some way to partially block the window, because when it's just completely open, kids are waving at each other through the window, it just gets in the way. And then I also was trying to figure out the best place to put those letters, and it worked out, and it looks great, and the gold looks awesome. The next thing though, and my sister had this idea, I'm so glad she had this idea, was to make some little gold stars and put over that. So we went to the library and got die-cutted stars. So there's these, and then there are some little ones. I'm trying to grab one right here, and that's the camera shaky, sorry. Some little ones, and then there are also some big ones, but I'm probably not going to use these. But I'm going to spray paint those gold, and I did buy gold spray paint, but I used most of it from my sister spray painting the letters, and then from spray painting pencils gold, and it's not even completely done. That's part of my reward system. I'll have to tell you all about it once I use it. So that's kind of what we did today. Yeah, it was really nice to hang out with my sister, and it was a lot of fun. We went out to lunch, went to this new place that makes fresh bread, which is great. I also bought a watermelon. There's a lot of local produce farm stands in my town where my school is, and so that was cool. But yeah, I'm gonna go home and work on some stuff. Tomorrow I am not at school. I am at a workshop at my university, so I am looking forward to that, and I'll try and vlog a little bit from there. See y'all tomorrow. Hello everybody. Today is Friday, August 11th, and I am here at school. It's actually already like 1:30. I just was moving slow this morning. It's really hitting me hard this year, transitioning from being able to stay up late and sleep in to having to wake up a little earlier. And thankfully, starting on Monday, we have to be here by 8. So that's gonna force me to wake up, and I know after the first few days I'll get used to it, but it's just a little frustrating because I wanted to be here earlier and put in a full day of work. This is my last day before contract time that I can work, because this weekend I was planning on working in the ceramic studio the whole weekend. So we'll see how things go. I can be here till 9, so I still have almost a full day worth of time to work. But looking at my list, let's see what I have to do today. Okay. So I need to finish decorating the front of my door, which my sister and I the other day, I didn't even give y'all an update. I'm so weird. Okay, so on Wednesday, I did not end up filming very much. Honestly, I forgot to film. Okay, so Wednesday, didn't film much, and then went home, and I ended up doing a little bit of work at home. I spray painted stars, and I got a piece of wood and spray painted it. You'll know what that is later. There's this exciting new thing I'm trying. And then yesterday, Thursday, I went to a workshop, which was actually great. Like, I was not sure how it would be because the topics I wasn't quite that interested in, but it was hosted by my alma mater and the program I graduated from. I knew a lot of people who were going, and it was cheap. I figured, easy professional development, and I'll probably just have fun anyways. And I did. I had lots of fun, but it actually was pretty useful, and it was a very confidence building for me. In the morning, we got to work with a communications professor and a dance professor, and they had us do different kinds of activities that involved like improv and mirroring, and they did a massage train, and all these different things of learning about how to use our bodies and communicating non-verbally. And so through that, we got to work in groups and partners. I got to meet some people. And actually, my cooperating teacher from student teaching was there. I'm still friends with him. And it was so great to see him and to catch up. And he's such a great guy. So it was great. That was a lot of fun in the morning. I forgot to take any clips of that at all. Like, most of the way through the morning, I was like, oh, I forgot. And then we didn't really do anything else interesting for the rest of the morning. Oops. Then we went out and I got tacos for lunch. Tacos are my favorite food ever, at least dinner food, not dessert. Then in the afternoon, we worked with one of the art education professors, which actually he started since I graduated, so I had never met him or worked with him before, but he is totally into using computers to make artwork and integrating in technology and kind of the maker movement kind of thing, integrating that into making visual arts. Now, not necessarily doing it as like typical maker kind of projects such as building robots or building electronic kind of things, but using it in a more visual way. We use the program Scratch to create different kind of animations, and since I taught robotics engineering and programming for the last 10 years in the summer, I had already used Scratch. I had taught Scratch for like 3 years already. So I knew it, again, I got to play with it, but it was nice to just have that time to play with it. And he explained it really, really well. Like, I had never had anybody actually explain Scratch well. So it was really nice to see that the art education program there is in good hands. He's a great professor, so I was really excited to see that, and he had lots of innovative ideas. They purchased 3D printers for the art education department. I'm so jealous. But he showed us the first thing we did, I got one clip, is in Scratch we made animations, and so we drew different costumes, which are basically the frames of your animation, and then created a code that said when you click it to activate it, the string says forever switch from costume 1 to costume 2, and it says how often you do that. And so you say forever, and then switch costume, or next costume, then wait 0.3 seconds or something like that. And then we made the costumes look like a walk cycle, so each frame, and so we were just rotating through the frames, which was pretty cool. The example shows like a fish blowing bubbles. I thought that was pretty much one of the best ones out there, so that's why I thought I'd show y'all. The other couple of things he showed us involved circuitry and things. I got a clip of one, which was really cool, where you create a circuit with tapes and then you use a makey, which is a really simple circuit board that connects with Scratch, and you can do different actions with it to activate sound or motion. Okay, so I'm rambling on. I have so many things to do, and there's even more things on my list, and I'm gonna get to work. 3:30-ish. Yeah, 3:33. So I've been here for about 2 hours. I feel like I'm getting a lot of things done, but then when I think about all the things that I wanted to do today, I feel like I should have made more progress, but I have done quite a few things. I spray painted the pencils. Oh, and I already put them away, so let me grab one. I touched up the paint on my spray bottles. I just spray paint them silver just so it looks good. The paint will always peel off by the end of the year, so I just put a new coat of paint on it and make it look pretty. So I did that. Then I touched up paint on a couple of things like my cart. I have a couple of single desks that, like the really old desks, like that one way over there that you can kind of see over there by the door. I use those as side tables for my pencil sharpeners, so I touched up paint on those. I ended up just putting a whole new coat of paint on it because it just looked better to completely paint it, and I touched up paint on my dry rack. And then this happened. I am not sure how I feel about it. I needed to paint some pieces that were peeling off. I kind of wish I would have shown y'all what it looked like before, but where there is a light blue, there's a lot of pieces of paint that were peeling off. Kind of looked like a rat came along and was chewing on it. Kind of looked like a kid might have peeled some of the paint off, and then I tried to blend it in. I don't know. I'll have to wait till it dries and then put it back up against the wall and put the bins that go on top of it and see how it looks. I think with the bins on top, it won't be so bad. I also finished decorating the front of my classroom door, which looks really great. Here's a picture. That's what's going on. I'm gonna take a little break and have a snack and see how I feel after that. I think I'm going to completely paint those walls, like paint over all the blue and the white, make it all the same color. That's what I really want to do. But I don't know if I'm going to have energy or time to do that, and I really don't want to be painting next week. I'd rather be doing signs and organizing things next week in the time that we have, because, well, on Tuesday, first of all, I think I mentioned to y'all, I'm in charge of a team building exercise as part of professional development, and that is happening in this room. So I'd like painting to be done by then, because that way at least that's done and it looks mostly finished. I know signs and things, I cannot put all of those up by then, but that will help. So yeah, actually I think what I'm going to do is paint all the white parts and see how it looks, and then decide. But I really just want to paint over the whole thing. Like, I want it to match. We will see. Okay, so I finished painting. Not sure. I think I'm gonna leave it like that because A, I don't have enough paint to paint over the light blue, and B, it just seems like it's gonna be quite a lot of effort and not much results from it, not much different. And you gotta consider too that there's gonna be some things partly covering up that line, so I'll make it less visible, so I think it'll be all right. I still need to do a few little touch-ups. You cannot see them on the camera, but above the blackboard there are a few little spots that I missed because I couldn't see them. So I had to touch that up, but it's looking all right. I think I'm gonna leave it like that, but underneath the board over there, I am at least going to spray it and wipe it down with paper towels, because there are some like pencil marks and splatters, which is really why I wanted to clean it or paint it, but I think I'm just gonna at least clean it and improve it and see how I feel after that. Hey, no, 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 hey. I'm done painting. Yeah, I'm so glad I decided to not paint over the light blue because I do not have enough stamina for that. It is currently 6:30 and I want to leave by 7 so I can get home in time to run before the sun goes down. So my goal right now between now and when I leave at 7 is to clean up all of the tables, and so that's going to involve a little bit of books need to be sorted and grouped in bins. I don't need to label the bins, but I need to at least group them. Then I need to put a bunch of things away and put some furniture back where it goes. Shouldn't be too bad. Let's do it.
Hey, no, no, hey, no, no, hey, no, no, hey, hey, no, hey, no, no.